All right, voters in Arkansas are casting their votes tomorrow to choose the next governor of their state. On the Republican side, a woman named Sarah Huckabee Sanders is in the lead against her opponent, Frances Doc Washburn. Joining us now is Arkansas's frontrunner for governor and former White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Sarah, good to see you. Here's the thing that I think is so interesting. You're up by about 50 points. So I feel like you'll probably sleep okay tonight. But at least what I read is that early voting ends today, and that so far it is exceeding expectations, which is sort of defies, a race like this. Normally, if it's tight, people get out there. What do you attribute people getting so excited for?
Well, certainly, I think, Sean, it's pretty obvious they're excited to get out and vote for me for governor. I mean, I think even you should know that. And honestly, I think people are, frankly, so frustrated with what they are seeing coming out of Washington, the failed policies coming from the Biden administration. Every time they go to the grocery store and look at empty shelves, every time they go to the gas pump and the prices are through the roof, people are feeling the impact of the bad policies that are being forced upon them. And frankly, I think they are awakened in a way that they haven't been in a long time, and they want to get out and vote new people into office here in Arkansas. And I certainly hope to be the one that most people select to be governor of our state.
Sarah, I do want to switch gears with you. I've had some fun talking to Sean about this, but as the former press secretary, you as well, we've had one full week of press briefings now by the new press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre. What are your first impressions?
Well, I think that it's one of the most difficult, high-pressure jobs in all of government, as Sean knows extremely well. And the difference is Sean and I had a good story to tell, and she doesn't. They have nothing positive coming out of that administration, and we had a number of good things that were happening under President Trump, and so we had a great story to go out and tell to the American people. That's not the case with her, so not only does she not have good news, and it's a difficult job. I certainly don't wish the bad news on anybody, because that means it's bad for the country. But she's going to have to step up and, I think, get a little bit tougher, more aggressive in finding the good news nuggets out there if she wants to be able to endear herself to the American people a little bit better than maybe this first week has gone.
Yeah, one of the issues that they don't have good news on is this whole baby formula shortage, right? And I think most parents, and I'm sure you hear about it all the time on the campaign trail, because people are looking for anybody to tell them how it can be fixed. When the press secretary was asked about the status of it, she said she didn't have an updated timeline on production and when it will be back. And so the question is, as somebody who wants to take over a state and to lead it, if this was you, just as the governor, what are the solutions that you could offer the people of Arkansas?
Well, it's absolutely insane that we are having to go to Europe to get baby formula to bring to the United States. And the fact that they let this get as bad as it has before they even started to pay attention to the shortage in the first place, I think is one of the big problems. You have to start reaching out directly, looking to your retailers, your manufacturers. You know you're not going to get good answers from Biden and from his administration and from his staff. So go directly to the source and start trying to help the people of your state. That's what I do. We're lucky that we have one of the largest retailers in the world in our backyard, and that would be one of the first calls I would make, is trying to figure out how we do a better job of making sure people get the essentials that they have to have in order to take care of their kids into the grocery stores, into the aisles, and into their homes.
We're also seeing how the economy is really affecting everyone. Speaking of Jean-Pierre, she also couldn't answer how having corporations pay their fair share will help lower inflation, something Americans are dealing with. And she said the White House doesn't focus on the stock market day to day. So one, I want to ask you that. Did you focus on the stock market day to day when you were in that role? And as governor of Arkansas, I mean, what would you do to help Arkansans with the economy and the inflation prices that they're seeing?
We focused on every economic indicator there was to figure out the best places to provide relief and to make the economy better and stronger. And that's why it was so strong during President Trump's time and during his administration. One of the things that I want to see happen here in Arkansas, one of the things we've talked about a lot and that we're going to push forward in my administration, is phasing out Arkansas state income tax, making sure that we give every Arkansan a pay raise instead of a pay cut at the hands of the government. We have to get back to rewarding hard work, and I think that's one of the best places we can do that here in our state.
You know, Sarah, I know you're focused on winning your primary tomorrow, which I think will help put you over the top, just, you know, to be clear. And then in November, it looks like you've got a similar lead. But here's the thing that's interesting when I think about Arkansas governors. Bill Clinton was governor for a while. He ran for president and was successful. And your dad ran a really great campaign for president as well, put forward a lot of great ideas. Do you ever think to yourself, hey, you know, one step at a time, but I'm already ready to launch the campaign?
Not at all. I am very happy to be back home in Arkansas, and my focus is nothing but being here and helping the people of our state.
Okay. Well,
right.
Sarah, yeah.
I'm sure Arkansans are very happy to hear that. I don't know if the rest of the country is happy to hear that. But we do wish you the best of luck tomorrow on the campaign trail, and we hope to check back in with you after tomorrow. Appreciate your time tonight, Sarah.
Thank you. I'll definitely have to come back on the night before the general election to make sure you guys put me over again.
All right,
you know
we're
what?
going to hold you to that.
We're gonna
Sean's
hold
good
you
at
to
that.
it.
So,
Deal. Okay. We're going to mark that down on a little calendar right now.
I expect nothing but that.
Listen, that's our show theme. Spicer & Company, we breed winners. So just remember that tomorrow night when you're giving that acceptance speech, a little thank you. That's all we're asking for.
Wow. Yeah, nothing like putting you on the spot, Sarah. All right. Thanks so much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.